Hey guys, so today we're making Hong Kong style egg tarts. I loved eating these as a kid at dim sum restaurants, and after lots of experimentation, I'm happy to bring you this recipe. Usually egg tarts are made either short crust or super flaky, but this puff pastry is kind of in the middle, a little bit more on the flakier side. The second thing is usually you'd use evaporated milk, but first time I made this, I actually didn't have any evaporated milk. I only had sweetened condensed milk, so I ended up using that, and it turned out to be really, really good and way easier than making it with evaporated milk. So let's get started. So this recipe uses really little ingredients, and even though the time to make the puff pastry may be a little bit long compared to other recipes, it's actually fairly simple with fairly few ingredients. Okay, so first we're gonna make our pastry dough. So first I'm gonna take 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon of just regular granulated sugar, and then 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Now we're just gonna mix it together. Create like a little well in the center. And now comes the butter. So I'm just covering the butter in the flour. I'm gonna use my thumbs and push it outwards like that, so you have like flakes of butter. Add in 2 tablespoons of ice cold water. My puff pastry ball into saran wrap. Okay, so I just took out my pastry dough out of the fridge, and now we're gonna roll it out. So I'm using a silicone pastry mat, but if you don't have a pastry mat, you can just roll it out on like a cling film, or you can just also do it on the counter too, it's fine. Okay, so it's not quite a rectangle, but it's still okay. We're gonna use a 4-3-3-3 method. So the first fold is gonna be into 4 sections. So you'll have like 4 kind of layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Now I'm going to fold it into 3s. After do the first 4 and 3, put it back onto our cling film. Took my pastry dough out of the fridge. It's been resting for 30 minutes, and now we're going to do the rest 2 folds, so another 3 and another 3 kind of fold. So now you completed 4, 3, 3, 3, and put it back into this plastic wrap. It's really important to let it rest in the fridge between all the different folds, because that way the gluten will relax a bit and it's easier to roll out. Okay, so while our dough is in the fridge, we're gonna start making our filling. So first we're gonna take 1/2 cup of our sweetened condensed milk. then my eggs. Half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're gonna give that a whisk. See all the bubbles on top? Yeah, you don't want any bubbles. So I'm just gonna pour this through a fine sieve. And if you see any other remaining bubbles, you can just take it out with a spoon or something. So it's super smooth. And that's how you want your mixture. And we're just gonna set this aside and now take out our dough and make the rest of it. Okay, so now we're going to put our tarts together. If you don't have a tart pan, I'm just using kind of like a muffin pan-ish. I don't actually have regular egg tart pans, and a lot of you probably don't, so you don't have to go out and buy them. You can just use a regular muffin pan. You will want to spray some cooking spray on it. I find this is better than buttering because it just really makes sure the tart doesn't stick onto it. Now let's roll our dough. This will be the final time that I'm rolling out my dough. Okay, so after you rolled it out to about 1/4 inch thick, you're gonna take a cookie cutter or any round object you want that fits just over what your muffin tin tart tin is gonna be, and start stamping them. Crust at the bottom. Start pushing with your thumbs, working the dough around and up. Take a fork and we're gonna poke holes through the bottom. And this is to prevent the puff pastry from rising too much at the bottom. And now we're just gonna put our filling in. Now I'm just gonna take a fork, create these little edges like this. And now let's put them in the oven. You want to bake them on the lower third of the oven. And you're gonna put them in there for just 10 minutes. So now I've baked it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes, and I'm going to reduce it to 350 degrees and let it bake for another 10 to 12 minutes. You want to bake it just so that it's nice and glossy, and when you prick a toothpick in it, it'll actually stay. Okay, so our egg tarts are done. I'm going to take them out of the oven now. And they will look a little inflated, but don't worry, it will deflate as it cools down. So now our egg tarts are now finished. You'll see like the little layers of pastry, and they're actually really flaky and really nice. I'm so excited to eat them.